Hi, everyone. Thursday and Friday of this week are going to be focused on Chapter 2, writing Chapter 2 of your Soldier's Life paper. And in this one, we're going to be getting into the experience of battle. And before I say too much, I want to say that I appreciate the work you put into Chapter 1. And I had seen many great beginnings that many of you had. And I greatly appreciate it. Just there's some great details, some great storytelling going on. And in this online learning environment, it's tough to know if people are really going to take things that seriously, but I greatly appreciate the work that you put in so far in making sure that you developed your character and just told a good story of what it was like to fight in the Civil War. So here we go. We're getting into part 2, chapter 2, the experience of battle. Now, the lead in is this. Your soldier joined up, trained, and now it's time to march out and experience battle. You could choose for your soldier to be part of an actual battle, or you can make up everything. It is your choice entirely. So what did they see? Did they win or lose? What feelings did they have to experience when they saw a friend die? Do your best and have some fun with this. So it's your story. You tell it the way you want to tell it, but also try to bring in some overall facts, some overall normal experiences that a Civil War soldier had. Here's your rubric for this part. The first area there is the feeling about the coming battle. How excited are you to finally do your part in the war? I'm sure most soldiers are pretty scared, but also extremely excited to be able to achieve what they thought was going to be the glory of the war, or to get some revenge from their local community members that did not come home. But altogether, they're probably going to be pretty excited to go fight. So express that. How's your soldier feel about everything coming their way without them actually knowing what war is like yet? Are they excited about it? Second part here, my experience in battle. And I have here that you thoroughly discuss your soldiers' actions in battle, the sights, the sounds of the battlefield, cannon blasts, seeing the wounded suffer, frenzied movements all over the field, just all sorts of people trying to go where they could and fight as best they could to protect themselves and defeat the enemy. But every little last piece you could put in about what battle was like. And then lastly, your tears for the fallen. What was it like to see your friends go down? What was it like when you couldn't shed a tear while you had to continue to defend yourself, continue to fire your rifle, and you did not have a chance to truly appropriately grieve for the people around you and the nasty things you're seeing as people are getting their arms blown off and worse? But how do you feel about things now that the battle has finally been fought? You either won or you lost. How do you feel about your country? How do you feel about the war? How do you feel about your friends and your comrades that you just lost on that day? So, altogether, what was it like to fight in this battle? And then also, what was it like in the aftermath when you finally have to come to grips with everybody you lost on that day? Now, at this point, if you feel you're ready to get started and start writing, then go ahead and open up your copy of the Soldier's Life document and get typing, get writing. If you feel you need some additional details, some additional research or help, then continue on with me. I have my example for Chapter 2 located on the Google Classroom page, but you can also click on it here and access it. And I wrote my entire Chapter 2 here, so you can borrow aspects of it. Just make sure to change things up, make it yours, write your story. Now, I also am including 2 additional resources here, and they're going to be 2 forms of fighting. And so it's just going to kind of dig a little bit deeper into what was it like for a soldier on a battlefield during the Civil War. The first one is an open battlefield clip. And so this is not one that's trench warfare. Yeah, you see some rocks here with these guys. So they do have some defenses, but for the most part, they're fighting over an open battlefield. And this is supposed to be the example of what it was like to fight in the first 3 years of the Civil War. And then this example right here was what it was like to fight in 1864 and in 1865. So what I'm saying here is you basically just need to watch one or the other. And you also need to decide, was my soldier fighting at the beginning of the Civil War, or was my soldier fighting at the end of the Civil War? And so if they're fighting at the end, this is the type of thing they'd see. This is a pretty awesome thing that the Battlefield Trust has actually created because it's a virtual reality experience. But I'd advise you to watch it no matter what, even if you're just doing it for fun. But pretty cool video, but it shows you what it was like to fight towards the ending of the Civil War. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I also have my office hours on Wednesday mornings from 10 to 11 o'clock. You'll be able to access the link to the office hours on Google Classroom. And so if you have any questions for me or just want to talk about anything, Wednesday morning, 10 to 11, you'll be able to catch me. All right. You can also, again, reach out by email. Hey, have a good one, and then have a great weekend. Make sure to get this submitted, chapter 2, by Sunday night, and we'll be good to go. All right. Thank you very much, and have a good one.